Hello there. Welcome to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I'm joined by Ben.
Hello.
And Ben, can you tell everyone what time it is today?
It's time for you to get a watch. Got nerds.
No, Ben. It's Ruby time.
It's Ruby time.
What is wrong with
I
you?
didn't sign up for this.
Maybe you should get a watch because my watch just says Ruby. It's not a watch.
It's just Sharpie and it's on my wrist.
Anyway, last time we played a game against the Red Prince and won? Question mark? And met a curious cat who will now be friends with us? Question mark? And Neo can duplicate herself. So everything is going exactly as planned. This is Daniel from the future telling you to subscribe before it's too late and hit the bell for notifications. I'm being consumed by the light. And let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoop, 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 whoop. My routine every episode. Ben, what do you think about this opening?
I was literally just saying you can't see me, but I'm headbanging the fuck out of this right now.
Me too. It's just like, you can't see me, but I look ridiculous right now.
You can't see me, but I can see you.
At home, you can't see me, but I can see you. They're like, what did he mean by that? Ben, while the opening is happening, I'm gonna check the volume. Say something stupid.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
You're right, this was stupid.
Yeah.
God, so many people are gonna click off this video, and during the intro, they're just gonna be like, who the fuck is this asshole? Why is he making my ears bleed? I don't know. Maybe get less sensitive ears. Alright. Kitty. Kitty.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Just the hindquarters?
Hello, cat.
I wish I
Curious
could do
cat?
that.
Which
For
one
no
do you
reason in
go by?
particular.
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years. But if you are asking
Nice
me
one.
what I am, I do suppose I am
I'm gonna groan.
indeed a cat. Most curious.
Of course.
Well, you know, they say curiosity killed the cat. It was nice knowing you.
Time to die.
Time to
So
die.
far, nothing we've tried has gotten us any further. It looks to me like we're even farther.
Yeah,
What,
I
you're
think
small.
that's because we're 6 inches tall.
That's what I think.
Hey, 6 inches is a lot, all right.
Ben, please.
Don't go knocking on 6
Of
inches.
course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree goes to you, unless of course you're me. You see.
Not
No.
even a little bit.
Well, that's your problem. It's a matter of perspective, I'm afraid.
But couldn't you take us
My
then?
perspective
You've been
is
there before.
So why
You
would
die
I ever want to go
if you don't
back?
come show us the
Yes,
tree.
I'm glad we understand one another. No sense in seeing a sight seen.
Please, you helped Alex when she was.
Alex? Alex? How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong nemesis? Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we don't know her personally. Just, she wrote a book about her entire adventure in the ever after.
A book?
Yeah.
Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's where we're from.
Yes. Oh, please, I simply must know
Yang's
more.
like, I didn't
What
like
did
it.
she write about? How was I portrayed? And do I smell a mouse?
No.
From one cat to another.
Little is...
Could you give us a minute, please?
Her life is in danger.
So they're spoken for. Well, please, please hurry. I have so many, many questions.
Are we sure they're not
There he
called
goes.
the constantly annoying cat?
Got him. Totally roasted.
Thank you.
Guys, the curious
Good
cat
job.
was described as an ally with an appetite for information. Just because they don't want to go back to the tree doesn't mean we can't lure them there.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to keep their attention along the way. That shouldn't be too hard. We know all sorts of...
The cat's gone.
No! No!
Team RWBY in top form.
Oh, wait up! Didn't you have questions for
The
us?
butterflies?
We'd be happy to answer them.
I sense a butt approaching.
No.
Saw that in
I
the
mean, we
trailer.
do
It's
still
very
need
funny.
To go to the tree, but that'll take ages, right? Plenty of time to tell you all the stuff from our world.
All of the things.
Ever seen a scroll before?
No.
Ooh.
Luminous rectangle. Ooh. What does this button do? Why is it painting tiny flat versions of me? Is that what I look like smiling?
Hook,
So many
line,
more
and
questions.
sinker.
How exciting.
The luminous
Oh,
rectangle.
the old man and the boy share a body now? Ooh, that's got some uncomfortable implications.
Yes.
Who thought that was a helpful way to reincarnate? The same people who put a city in the sky? Oh, speaking of Atlas, did that CL girl from the Vital Festival ever come back in a notable way?
No, don't talk about it.
So many characters to keep track of. Wait, what was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn. You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Ooh, those two brothers.
I
Talk
appreciate
about a
the
God
show
complex,
poking
am I
fun at
right?
itself.
All in all, a rather entertaining summary, though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress.
Again, it's wise. Just wise.
Apologies. To your credit, you lot certainly know more about the beginnings of Remnant than Alex did. That girl could barely see past her own nose.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you know.
I mean, her
Just
nose was
hilariously
really
concerned
big.
with trivial things.
Yeah, but she learned her lesson in the end, right?
I'd certainly say so. Oh, would you
She's
look at
dead.
that? The edge
Just like you
of
will
the
be.
garden's acre.
Wow. Nom, nom. The leaves taste like cotton candy.
This entire world is put together like a bunch of mixed up puzzle pieces. How does anyone make sense of this?
Each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants and their roles. Is it not like that on Remnant?
Nope.
No?
How strange.
It's
Never
much
even
more
occurred to me to ask
complicated.
that before.
I have a question I'd like to ask. How
Yeah.
much longer before we're back to regular size?
Never.
Not long at all. The garden is just down this path and is sure to have all the ingredients we need for a lovely Grogurt parfait. Just don't go talking to anyone.
What did you
without
call it?
me. If you're not careful.
We might get our heads cut off.
This is how we met, isn't it? Ooh, you Remnant folk are such trouble.
Ben, are you excited for the Brogurt parfait?
Sure will cause a lot less trouble
I,
once we're back to normal.
I just don't
I
want
don't
to
see what all
know.
the fuss is about. Some of my best friends.
Have you
are
heard the
6
term
inches tall.
broker?
If I
No,
were
and I'm
you, I'd
scared.
be more worried about.
It's just semen.
Who was that
Oh,
scary
great.
sorceress you mentioned?
Great.
Salim,
Great.
Salem.
That-
How
that-
many
that's
more
great
relics does she
information.
need to end the world
So
again?
happy to hear.
2
How are you
relics.
even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
We can't. It's our fault. Your fault, RWBY.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice job.
Rubes,
Hashtag RWBY is over party.
maybe we shouldn't worry about home right now. We've
Maybe
got
we
enough
should cancel
problems to-
RWBY now that she killed everyone.
That's what I just said.
No, I wasn't
Oh.
paying attention.
That's the cancel hashtag.
Go now.
Oh.
They saw a bug.
And you didn't say anything?
It was a very interesting book.
Of all the characters from the book, why did it have to be the cat? Why couldn't we have gotten help from the lively carpenter or the rusted knight? One was sweet, one was handsome, and neither of them had the attention span of a goldfish.
You know, I bet you
cat.
could find a goldfish in one of these ponds.
That's good information.
Hey, do you?
It's gonna come in
hear
handy.
that?
It's gonna save us all. Yeah, it sounds like ominous noises. Oh, it's gonna be the
Is
caterpillar.
the garden?
All right.
It certainly looks like a garden.
Like
where's
the
that
hungry
humming
hungry
coming from?
caterpillar?
No, like the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you?
Ben, keep up.
I'm getting really tired of that question.
It's hard to keep up when I never watched.
What question?
Alice in Wonderland.
What are you?
We have to change that.
That question.
I know.
Isn't it obvious? I am an herbalist. The herbalist. At least
Got any pot?
until I'm not anymore.
Oh,
I
great.
How
grow
insightful.
Well,
only
no
weed and
questions answered
shrooms.
then.
Sorry to bother, but my friends and I could use
Just
some
so
help.
done with this place.
See, we're trying to get to that giant tree, but
Help getting to the tree.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
But there's so many trees around.
Everyone
Which one
needs
do you
help
want?
these days? Everyone.
Yeah, but we need the most help. So maybe think about that.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
you can make us a Grogurt parfait, right?
I don't know what that is.
I must say, you all seem a bit, hesitant. What did you say you were again?
Yeah, have you ever heard of Stranger Danger?
Huntresses.
And what exactly does a
Huntress.
huntress do?
Fight monsters, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't understand
We
why
only-
this matters.
We only
I don't
technically
understand
became.
how you don't understand. I am an herbalist. I make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. It is what I am. So, do you know what a huntress is, or do you guess?
Huntresses are heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Thank you. Now, would you say that you're good huntresses?
Look,
we're
can you help
learning.
us or not?
I am trying. But you are making this far more complicated than it needs to be. We all have our titles, our roles to play.
Ben, what's
But
your
in
title?
order to help you become whatever it is you need to
escort.
become, you should really have a better understanding of what you are now.
What's funny is that's not a
Okay.
joke.
How do we open mushroom door?
You do.
This is our king.
We're gonna leave it at that, Daniel.
Yeah.
Follow me.
I don't want you to
My
elaborate.
work is
I feel like I have to.
No. I will not allow you to.
You can't tell me what to do in the edit.
I'll unsubscribe.
Oh yeah.
Please
There's the weed.
take a seat.
Like that distorted Ruby.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going. Right, Ruby?
This won't take
No.
long.
The weed.
Just answer the questions.
All right.
What are you?
Oh yeah, we're tripping now. Wee.
No!
Are you sure you know? You have to be sure of what you are and of what you're going to be.
Blake! Ruby!
What does that taste like?
All smoking that good kush.
Hello, I'm you.
You don't have to go forward, you know. You could go back. Back to before. What? What are you talking about? It's simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat, if you wanted. Really, it's up to you. Why would I do that? Like I said, it's simple. Much simpler than trying to be a bridge between humans and faunus. Why struggle with that responsibility?
The Schnee name.
Because
Why bother anymore?
spite!
What does it even stand for now? Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders. Isn't that what you want?
Why is Weiss without her scar
To be
cursed?
something simpler. To be whole again? No. My losses, my failures, those more than anything are what have shaped me into who I am. Showed me how I need to grow. If there's something I'm missing, it's not because I've lost it. It's because I haven't found it yet. And the only way to do that is to keep going. A simple life wouldn't be my life. My family, my friends, my culture. I
This
belong
music,
to them
so
just as much
triumphant.
as they belong to me. To give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know who you think you are, but let me tell you who I am. I am
Can
the
I get
greatest
ahead of
epic
this?
hero and a child of Adam. I am a citizen of a fallen kingdom and an heir to
Fallen
nothing.
Kingdom?
I will not be defined by my name because I will be the one to define it. I am Weiss Schnee, and I am a huntress.
I am a huntress. I am a huntress.
I'm gay.
So, are you a huntress?
Ruby's just like, no, I'm
Ones you read
depressed.
about in books? I don't know. They always saved the day, didn't they? Always knew what to do. Always won in the end.
Damn, past Ruby is canceling current Ruby.
Life isn't like a fairy tale.
That's right. It's up to you to make things better, isn't it? Everything all depends on you. Your sister needs you. Your friends need you. The whole world needs you to keep fighting forever and ever against an invincible
That's fun.
monster that took your mother.
Yeah.
Mom was the best. But even she failed. And that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair. What am I supposed to do?
Thanks, Ruby.
You can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want. You don't even have to be Ruby Rose.
I want to be
So,
a
what are you gonna be?
pumpkin. Oh god.
Get away from her!
Be gone, boss.
Oh my, that's a bit much.
Oh, Herb, look at yourself.
Herb.
You're done. You're supposed to be helping others find their way, but you've lost your own. Please,
Dang.
let me help. And take a little bit of my heart.
Ayo.
You'll feel much better.
I do apologize. I always was a bit of a workaholic. Huntresses, was it? Peculiar things.
All right, where'd you go?
Man said, yeah, yeet.
Oh, I found the cat.
Good job, little. Truly saved the day. Yay! Depression arc continues. Hold on. I didn't notice that in the voice cast they're all listed as tiny.
What, it's like tiny Weiss, tiny...
Yeah, tiny Weiss Schnee, tiny Yang Xiaolong, tiny Blake Belladonna. Why? Why is that necessary?
No, that's definitely necessary.
Oh yeah, it is. All right, Ben. That was RWBY.
Yes, it was.
Lot to talk about this episode. Our cat. Our cat's. He's not a big RWBY fan, you see. he kind of thinks the plot is a little bit convoluted. No, I like the poking fun at yourself. Obviously, Ruby's not perfect, and obviously, I don't think anyone thinks that they're doing a perfect job. Like, but it's what I always appreciate about the series is that it kind of like grows upon itself and learns and figures out stuff, and it can. Ben, I gotta ask, do you remember the character Ciel Soleil from Volume 3 that the cat brought up?
No.
Okay.
Volume 3 was what? We were high school at that point, right? There ain't no way I remember that shit.
I'm gonna find a picture.
Yeah, I was just saying, is if I see something, for sure. Yes.
Yeah, you remember that character?
Yeah. I remember nothing about the character, I just recognize the character.
So she was with Penny, and she was like constantly making sure that Penny was on time to places, kind of like her. She was just watching over her.
Yeah.
And then she disappeared. And people thought when the Atlas arc came around, she'd come back. And she did not.
Yeah.
So, I don't think you know the RWBY reactor content creator, Murder of Birds.
No.
He's probably the biggest in the reaction community for RWBY. And, he was saying he's a big fan of CL, and he was just like, I just want her to come back somehow. So this might be a little nod to all the people like him, because he's not alone. But I'm very excited to watch his reaction to this episode now. He's gonna freak out.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I want to talk about too much before going into like specific parts of the episode. But we got a lot of in that scene with the herbalist with the smoke. Got a lot of characters kind of like saying that they're proud of how far they've come and they like who they are now. And then RWBY. Which I appreciate that a lot of them have recognized their have recognized their growth. But RWBY is like, I don't know, man. She's taking it hard. But yeah, it was mostly focused around the cat and that scene this episode. And I want to, as I always do, go back through the episode and look at specific parts. So, the cat. What do you think about him?
I like him.
Yeah.
The design still throws me off, but I like him.
It's a
You know,
I think it's cool,
just-
but
Listen, I don't care what his name is. His name is Unrendered Cat.
yeah. I appreciate how much at this point he's being played for laughs, but he still gives me ominous vibes. I like how we have the literal peanut gallery here. Just like always commenting on things. And Little is absolutely horrified. He is fascinated with with their world and remembers Alex. It doesn't seem to have any particular feelings. Was just like, oh yeah, that one. That was a time. And I'm kind of curious we got to find out more, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said that Alex was dealing with a bunch of trivial things. Which to this character could mean a lot of things. But I'm willing to bet that it's probably something like an identity crisis like RWBY is having right now. The luminous rectangle. The very good. That's how I'm going to refer to my phone all the time now.
I like his face.
Yes, face. So this was the part where it's asking a bunch of questions. There's just so many characters to keep track of is another kind of meta thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of just like, this show has a lot of characters. And it doesn't need as many as it has, I think. You know?
Yep.
One thing that has changed in my life since I watched this season, or the last season versus this season, is that I've now seen probably the show that's given this show the biggest inspiration. Soul Eater.
Ah.
And that show has a much more limited cast. It does have a lot of characters still, but I think it's kind of meta because right now we've kind of said we push all other characters to the side for now. You gotta watch Soul Eater.
I know.
You will watch that and be like, oh, that's where RWBY got it from. This world has a thing about purposes. Like everything has a purpose. That's their name. I guess the Curious Cat's purpose is to ask questions. It has been used in an interesting way of like, especially in this episode, everyone has a purpose. What is all of these characters' purposes? They need to figure that out before they can leave, and having a world where it's kind of simplified for them could probably help them, and some of them realized. And RWBY is having the biggest struggle with trying to figure out what to even do with their life at this point. I like glowing mushrooms. Don't you, Ben?
Yeah.
I don't know what the first fantasy series to have glowing fungus is. It's a real thing. First of all, the real world has mushrooms with bioluminescence, but they don't glow like this. However, I've seen lots of fantasy stuff with mushrooms that glow like this. Even Pokemon has done this. I just appreciate it. But I wonder what's the first to really do this kind of thing. Weiss here just kind of represents the entirety of what we're trying to do. So we found our way to the caterpillar. And I guess I didn't know that you had not seen Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, alright, so listen. I probably have. I'd be surprised if I haven't. But if I have, I probably was like 5 or under. And haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
One
of the ways that Alice in Wonderland is so good is because like it's a world that doesn't make sense. But you're just so fascinated by everything that happens that it's really entertaining. So they're trying to emulate that with this, of course, with a much more straight-laced, or with protagonists who are playing it much more straight. They're all like, God, this place is so weird. Whereas Alice is like a kid, so with her innocence intact, so she's more able to accept these changes and these weird things that are happening around her. How many sassy Yang shots will this volume give us? They have to face their old selves. It's fun seeing their older character models, though. It's not like it's the first time we've done it since switching to this engine, but what's kind of interesting to me is that the fact that like the newer character models just straight up have different looking faces. Like, it's not just me, right? The proportions on the face is different.
Yeah, they seem...
And I think that they're trying to emulate the earlier feel where it was less detailed with the lines on the face, less curvy, more angular, and the eyes are also further apart and smaller. And it's kind of cool to see this. I said Weiss without the scar is cursed, but all of these girls have these moments where Yang is over here being all like, I accept like the mistakes that I've made in life. Basically all of them are having a thing. Blake is like, if I didn't have these hardships that I have to face, I wouldn't be me.
Weiss said her normal Weiss shit.
Yeah, Weiss is just kind of like,
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
My daddy's rich.
And dead. She can't escape her family as much as she wants. So her purpose is to bring the Schnee name honor, at least for herself. And then RWBY is all like, I don't fucking know. So what do you think RWBY's purpose is?
No idea.
I mean, I think basically what this part is that she has felt that her purpose has basically been to be the hero. She's the protagonist, right? She's our plucky, can-do attitude shonen protagonist. That's a lot of pressure. No one ever asked her whether she wanted to be that. And, you know, it's fucking hard, especially when your friends are dying, right?
Yeah.
I'm really curious about what Ruby's answer to herself is going to be. Because really, this part is all about making yourself happy. And I don't know when the last time Ruby has thought about that. Which is a sad thing to say and think about. So, what the hell is this? I'll give you some of my heart. I mean, I know you don't have an answer. And then you just...
Peculiar things.
Hello? Which is exactly their reaction. I went pretty in depth on that one. But it was a bigger episode for specifically the characters rather than just like last episode, which was kind of like, oh, it's the fun action. So, to me, this is the more important stuff when making a story. I don't know if that's what RWBY fans agree with, but because I'll admit, the character writing in RWBY has not been great. But overall, this season has had a tone and a fantasticalness to it that has allowed us to really play with a lot of RWBY's structure and stuff, which has made scenes like this, like the smoke scene, possible, and scenes like the chess battle possible. So, yeah, really enjoying this still. I didn't expect to not to. I'm excited to see where we go next time, who we're going to meet next time. If you guys are excited for the next episode and you like this episode or the reaction, then you can let me know by leaving a like or commenting. And you can also subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next RWBY episode. Anyway, I hope that I could make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, take it easy.
Have a good one.